basically just simply in a open world test things out. Controller mode. I'm just using the mouse and keyboard, so I won't have as much control as I would like. Just by turning these heavy front wheels though, it spins that way. If you go straight with them, so all-wheel drive is definitely going to be a plus with this one. But there'll be enough time nonetheless. Here's a bit of water. Could be wrong on that. So I don't take my word absolutely for it. But he also makes a Toyota that's fantastic. I'm going to show you that real quick. I'm going to plunge it in the water actually. Yeah, we're going to kind of sink the rear end. It was the Toyota FJ Crawler. Yeah, fun. We'll do... Oh, I did have a camera on. That's okay. We'll do the same. Oh, that's not the same thing. Same person though. That is a nice truck though. We will go ahead and add that one in there. That'll be our this now? Well, we'll just have to see the truck. But it's a great truck, I've used it before. Okay, they all relax down here, so let's go to advance, change truck, work our way over. Don't want to cut the engine off of this loud Bronco. Alright, dead truck, dead weight, stopped in the water. That's the scenario. Not expecting the crawler to do much. It's going to be a lightweight. So mostly tires and engine, pretty much roll based on. Oh, let's get some body to it. It's really ready. Yeah, I'd really like to try this in the depth. This one feels a lot like what I just used in the Bronco wheel. Basically wheels, so let's change truck over. Very nice looking truck, very heavy. Very heavy indeed, but maybe a good wheel size, maybe a good lift kit size for it. oil change truck here to the square box. A little lower. No, it's got some clearance to it, but square, straight frame, straight axles, which most of them have anyways, might cause an issue. Maybe we have enough torque to get it off. Let's go ahead and do the garage right off the jet. Let's see. Alright, not as much. We can get a hard top on the back of it. And a repair kit. Do the hard top, why not? Install repair. Oh, no way. Uninstall. Soft top. Or just repair kit. It probably works. The repair kit probably does work on the actual. Like the trailer hits to the back so you can haul something, but you just got the weight to do it. Just to kind of give you guys a glance of how many vehicles I've got. It may freeze up and may lock up. No worries, I will be back with some more gameplay of this or even Grand Theft Auto. Let's switch it up. install the supplies for your own vehicles, but all I think we have to do right now is just get retail and get the supplies. No problem with all the supplies. But stuff is great. I've never seen a game where you actually can blow a tire. I've seen where you shoot a tire out, but not actually blow a tire from misuse or a bit slam or something. But these are just a couple of Toyota, Chevys, and a Ford I wanted to show you. Now, just on the live spot, let's try main menu and single player. Here's where it's going to get a little tricky. Start a new casual. I don't know if I got anything past the islands, honestly, because I mainly played this game for just the mods. I was so intrigued by the people and how well they built them, and then I just want to start showing them to other people. So I mean, that's why I'm pretty much did it the way I did it. I may have already screwed up. Well, and that's okay, because there'll be a part 2 to this, definitely. It wasn't a long segment or nothing like that, like Farming Simulator. But hopefully we'll have one of those even today. But yeah, we're definitely we're gonna probably play. Me and my wife are probably gonna play GTA and then check on the Farming Simulator. But she wants to learn some of the GTA now that she's gotten used to the control some. So we're just gonna basically rob some stores because we need to get her up some money, and I'm gonna become a CEO, see what all we can do in a friends only server, and just go from there. If some of you want to join, you absolutely can, but just yeah, still streaming, Richard. Actually about to switch over. What I was showing was well, here, so you're the one that actually asked about it, but I was showing Mudrunner. Here it is. Wow, I've done it now. But this is Mudrunner right here. And see, if this game, we'll do you can add different parts to it. Parts that are even for that Jeep. It's a modded Jeep that's been put in, so just ignore it. It's not working right now. So you can make them haul fuel, haul logs. We'll do that log carrier install. Scroll on down. Oh, we'll do that one. Boom. Alright, now. Oh, let's go and do that spare wheel. Now we got a spare wheel. Bring up tab. And change trucks. Go over here to this one. Now we may want to set this one up a little differently. We could have a utility trailer that we can get filled up with fuel. I'm thinking I want something else to haul logs too. So, what is that? Wow, that carries a lot. So we can do that, and then I guess just have a utility attachment on the back of it as well. This thing right here will be our rescue truck. So if we need parts, we need fuel or anything like that, we'll have a rescue vehicle. So now basically what we do is switch over, change truck, back to this one. We're going to go and start the engine up. You can't have engine damage in all this. I just really wish that Farming Simulator would use this graphics engine. It would be perfect. Oh, you're about to see some great ground textures. Well, I've been at it for a few hours. We did take a break, but and I'm going to eat breakfast, and we're going to get back on the console. See, right now I'm just in, I don't have depth lock on or anything. So you see I'm spinning, I'm getting pretty stuck in the mud. The more weight you have on your truck, it does matter. Now let's put it in all fuel mode. You can literally take an area of perfect ground and tear it up to nearly nothing. And we got a winch. Maybe I can show it. I'm gonna go this way. Look at that, man. Look at the ground. The way the tires are flexing. That's what Farming Sim is. Oh, the fenders are getting wet. Also on PS4. I just like on PC because there's a ton of trucks you can choose from. Oh, now it's cutting depth lock. I guess it's a little harder to maneuver. Oh, that's the lumber mill. So you got full throttle control. I'm using a keyboard, not a controller right now, by the way, again, so. Oh yeah, the water, dude. Oh, I just want to show it to you better. Let me do this. Attach this trailer. Let's drop this thing. No, but it's about getting stuck all the time. It really ain't that bad because again, you do have a winch. You can hook to any tree at all. And you see even all the little brush that I'm pushing over. Okay, there's some water over there. Even got a first-person view. See, look at the flex in those wheels, though. Just on every stick. Yeah, this is a little bit deeper than it looks. Here we go. I'm gonna actually have to get this at a bit of a. I'll hit it at this angle. tab. Wait, actually there's a different button for that one. On PC again it's different. What is it? I'm still trying to recall, because on PC it doesn't show you. Oh, there it was. Alright, so there's a winch source, there's a winch source. You got dots that are all over the truck, alright? You can see them there. So I'll select that, select it to that tree. And now we're ready to glue ourselves in. Upside down, I don't know which one it is. See the line. It will tighten up. And hopefully the tree could pull out of the ground too. So, and then you can just quickly expect it to catch it. But trying to do that with a load of logs is a whole different story. But yeah, that's, I mean, they got more vehicles. This is the most plainest Janus vehicle right here. Bruno and Rusty? Richard? Yeah, tires are washed clean for sure. They get mud on them. They get actual grit mud on them and sand, and you can actually get them clean just by going through the gas. But, do something a little different than what I normally play, I normally stream, which is GTA, but it's going to be a casual family GTA, if there's such a thing, with private room, with friends only. So if you're added on my friends list, you can even join, but me and my wife are going to play it, because we're going to get her character leveled up soon. And I just wanted to show Richard this game, because he is an absolute pro at Farming Simulator, and I've always thought that they took this game engine from Mudrunners and incorporated it some in Farming Simulator, like the ground, the tires, the wheels, and that would just be unbelievable. I mean, they'd be a Farming Simulator would be unstoppable. They'd even put this game out of business. And my tires still work. Plus, this is something good. But there's Jeeps, Broncos, Toyotas, all sorts of things. There's a little over 4,000 modded vehicles you can get in this game on PC. On console, there's not. See that flex in the back wheel? Going out. Let's see if we can make it right off. Yeah, I had a feeling I was very quiet compared to the game volume. Actually, hold on. Let's see, I actually have does that help any right there? This is with the truck going too. Taken, oh my god. Yeah, cockpit camera's not available in the water. Oh, engine stalled. Nope, they cranked back up. Hey babe, look at this. My whole truck, the front end is gone. We would need a very quick rescue, but you could call this truck a goner right here. Quite simply. That was my thing. Like, the engine keeps stalling every time I crank it. We could winch out from something. Wait a minute. I was able to cut the headlights on. That was cute. Yeah, water damage is getting all in the truck. See, it's building up quick down here. But I just want to go out and bang with that. I'll definitely be showing more of it because I want to show you that also this game is about logging, but it's also for the off-road enthusiasts. There's so many custom mods for this game on PC that there's a truck out there for everybody. Oh look, it's floating back up from the river, pushing it down. It could actually still crank if it was to come above ground. Or come above water. There it is. Can you see my headlights still on? Mexico's gone out of it. But all that matters, engine damage matters, chassis damage matters, and my rescue truck that we have built, that, let me see, let me go to my controls real quick, as bad as that sounds, just so I can find my, oh, winch pull C also. I know I need my controller. There's navigational map, that's right, it's F1. So what you would do is bring up your navigational map. See, we're way out here in bump F gone. And there's a watch point right there that if we get to it, open up that part of the map. So there is, you got watch points, log hoist there, a garage there that you can modify your vehicle some more, fuel station. So there's areas of the map, but when you first go into them, you don't know what you're getting into, so you don't want to just go flying. But, like there's my B131, we'll click on it, and it's one to change. Alright. There we go. So see, that's when this truck would technically come in. Would it or could it actually pull it out? Not necessarily, because of how deep of water it was. That was stupid of me to do. You wouldn't normally ever do that, to just drive it off into something like that. But I know these trucks look similar and they all look the same, but you can get so many different types. You can get year models up to this year. I mean, in this game, it's just, as a matter of fact, let me see if it will let me do it without locking up, because I do got so many. Manage mods. Oh wait, cancel. Let me just hit the trucks and show you. Alright, here we go real quick. Look, you got trucks right there, little single cabs. You got Chevrolets. You got crawlers. You got Chevy dualies with a fifth wheel on the back. And Chevys that aren't dualies. Because, you know, dualies do matter. They spin a lot more in dirt and mud. You even got buggies. The Land Rover editions. All lifted. Dodge. And some of these are recallable, which means you can recall them back to the shop. Even the Jeep Truggy. And when you can recall them back to the shop, you can put more parts and fuel in it and spare tires on them. And then go on the rescue again. That's what these small vehicles are for, is on the rescue. Now these bigger trucks, they're for obviously hauling logs. Then you got the 2018 Chevy 3500. Beautiful truck. I like this truck a lot right here. I had this truck, the Chevy K20, and then I had a trailer, and I hauled this Jeep all the way across a map on that trailer with that blue truck. Even a Bobcat. Yeah, you get tractors on here too. 6-wheel drive Jeep Wrangler with turbo. I mean, and these are just the ones I personally done. personally downloaded. See, you got those really good log trucks down here. Some big old suckers. There's even, that's one of my favorite. Look at this one down here. This thing's insane. It looks like a Ninja Turtle or something. But there's one that's really one of my all-time favorites too. Is this one, the Kamaz Mongo. And let's see if I can find. It's similar to the Kamaz Mongo I just showed you, but it actually can haul 2 vehicles on top of it. It's pretty crazy in the phrasing. Oh, that one's it, but you gotta put the attachment on it right there. That's why it looks so open. Yeah, console doesn't really do it too much justice. It does actually pretty well, but even on the PlayStation Pro, I will see seldom, but I will see some stuttering. But it's actually very seldom. I was surprised because I thought I would see more because I got tons of mods in it. But I was kind of testing the limits on that myself. But like we'll get. Some of them I can't click because you're gonna have problems when you can mod out this much. That's why a lot of consoles don't do it per se, because oh, you can got a truck with a crane system. Because I wanted to try out. Oh, even got the old square body Chevys that are just your normal height, nothing special. You got like tanks. Those things are insane. They all haul logs. But the overall goal is to haul logs. If you flip over, you're in some deep crap because you're gonna have to have somebody come flip you back over, or you flip yourself back over, which is very possible to do. Let's see. Let's go back. I'm gonna pick the valley. May regret this. I'm not going to pick it to haul logs necessarily. I wanted to see. No. So it is going to act weird. I would probably have to back out. Because all these trucks are clickable. But, oh well, I can show you in Proving Grounds. Okay, see, and again, here we are with just this regular truck right here. But that's boring. So let's spawn in something a little more. I mean, look at all these I got. Just a list. And list. Now these include the trailers too. Can you guys hear me a little better? I do need to raise up my mic, actually. I was telling my wife that, and she was like, oh, no, you don't. And I was like, look, I know how close things need to be to my mouth. And, she ain't talked to me since. Let's see if the team has any problems with texture. Oh, it didn't. I wanted to show you guys this Jeep. I take no credit for these mods. I did not make a single one of them. So I will have in future episodes, because this was just on a limb, because I was really doing a stream test. And so far it looks like it's working really well. Wow, I wasn't expecting Xbox X to do that. Yeah, they did limit Farming Simulator to so many mods because it's like you can only download like 2. I will do the Land Rover Camel. You can only download like 2 big maps and just a few, so you really only want to download 1 map. Oh, here's a Chevrolet. That's an old model style. Let's just scrolling on up here real quick. you can get trailers out and try hooking them to different ones to see how they do for you. Little Jeep Wrangler right there. Some of the textures you'll see are not fully implemented yet, but the modders in this game are key on it. They are dead on it. Like those tires right there. I'm actually kind of glad it showed that. That's an example of what I was. Oh, there's the 2018 Chevrolet. Hold on, let's see. Let's actually remove, and I really want to try this one out. Oh, let's do it like that. Oh no, will it not show it? It won't show the 2018 Chevy. I might still be working on that one. But you download all these through Steam. Oh, the Bronco is pretty nice. Oh, that's a hookup for some logs. Baja Buggy. I've never tried that one out. That thing just looks gnarly scary. As far as I know, every single one of them. Here, how about the 2016 one? 2016, no, not the dually either. That one. I wonder if it's because I have so many. No. Oh, see, Mudrunner crashed. But all those vehicles I just showed you have differential lock, have for the rear, and they have regular four-wheel drive, and then they have, I'll do more videos of this. I just won't upload so many. My camera's even acting a little funky because I got it loaded up so much. I just won't load up so many trucks at a time. So I'm sorry guys, but hey, I'm not going to stop streaming. We're about to hit it back up again. So keep an eye out. If you want to see more of this, just let me know. I would love to show you more. I got tons of them, and they're updating it all the time. And there's other games I like to show on PC that I do that are early access games. So yes, wait for a sale. Wait for a sale. A sale will happen. A sale will happen. Definitely wait for a sale, because I know I did. And it was worth it. But see, it did crash, but I did bring in a lot of vehicles right here on one spot. So that was my fault. I mean, it's only 5. It was actually 6, but that's all modded by different people, not by the game itself, so I can't blame the game for that. But it's fun. It's fun just to mess around with as a little hobby thing. But there are some other great games on Steam that I have that I want to show you guys that are not ever going to touch console. So I can't wait to delve into those. Some of them are very. There's one called Conan, and my wife even likes it. Oh, is it? It's about to come out on console? Okay, Conan's about to come out on console. You guys will love it. I don't think console will do it justice either. I think it'll freeze up after so long, because you can build as much as you want. But Mudrunner on PC is considered, no, on PC and console, it is an early access, but it's in its far stages. What happened was Mudrunner was out and it was named Spin Tires for the longest, and when it was named Spin Tires, the company made this game, had just a few trucks in it, but it was like you mentioned, it was about how the terrain moved in the water and how the tires flex. Nobody had ever seen that before in a game. And suddenly the game developers of Spin Tires just dropped and left it, and just left it alone, and it was just sitting there, and it sat there on Steam for about almost 3 years, and then a game company called Sabertooth bought it out, because if you see how simulation games are getting, they're getting fairly big. So they bought it out, and now they've delivered it to console. They delivered it to Xbox, PlayStation, and it plays really good on PlayStation. They got all the controls right, and so what they're doing is they're making a steady, strong template of a game, and they're going to let us mod the hell out of it and just have the fun with it and see what all we can do. And so I'm excited for it. They're going to do much more than just logging. Logging can get boring. So there's going to be like actual tracks created for people to try to make it through, and more damage. So they got a long ways to go. That's what they're focusing on. They're letting the modders now focus on the vehicles and let them do whatever they want. The game developer is focusing on gameplay and focusing on things that they can add into it as far as maps and such. But yeah, it's Conan Exiles, Rusty. It is. That's another interesting game. I have it on PC. Apparently it's coming out on console as well. I'm not sure when. But I do have it on PC. If you want to see some of that, I can play some of that as well, because I love it. Because not everybody's seen that game. They're not quite sure of what it is. But it's basically like Ark, if you've ever played Ark. But goodness, let's see. Hold on. Look, we'll do this, because this ain't going to show nothing. I don't think it will. Let me see. No, that could have been why it done it. Let me open up my Steam right here. So just on my favorites: 7 Days to Die, Ark Survival Evolved, Beam MG Drive, Conan Exiles, Evil Within, Farming Simulator 17, Kerbal Space Program, The Long Dark, which is a fantastic game, Mad Max, Medieval Engineers, which is also a fantastic game. You want to talk about building something? Medieval Engineers and Space Engineers, you're completely unlimited. You could build a replica of anything in this world. And it's awesome. And there's Spin Tires, Project Zomboid. Subsistence is being built by one person. Absolutely love the game. My streaming is having some problems with it though, so I may have to just record it and upload it. Survive the Nights is a very early access game. It only came out just very recently, so they got a long change logs and they're working on it, but I'll keep people up to date. It's about zombies, but it's more about the character than anything. You don't build a structure to live in. You actually barricade an already built house, or already built even RV. You can live in an RV and hook a trailer to it. And Ylands is the one I want to show y'all guys too. It looks like it's a little kids game, but it's fun. It's about sailing. You can build cars. You can build anything you want. You got full terrain dynamics in it, and you can sail from one island to a whole nother island. I already got 131 hours in it, and I'm nowhere near far from bored with it, because they're still delivering stuff and bringing stuff out for it. Now, my other games, I'm not going to go through them all, because it would take an unfortunate minute. As you can see here, I got plenty, and this is just on PC. Hunter Call of the Wild is a simulation game for hunting, but really simulated for hunting. It's really good. It can get boring at times, but you know, hunting in real life kind of can, but it can be worth it once you get that kill. Stranded Deep is one where you're stranded out on an island, and you got to make your way there. This is when this was Spin Tires right here. It was only called Spin Tires. I got only 14 hours in it, but see, they're still bringing out stuff for it in the workshop. And so, I mean, it's crazy. Scrap Mechanics, another good one, something for building. A little more for kids, but you can, again, build anything. Everybody knows PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. Rust, this game is really, I got 468 hours in Rust. Everybody on my friends list plays it. And the community in that game is the most god-awful. If my kids weren't in here, I'd say something else. God-awful community in the world. They're very toxic. So if you've got friends, those are who you trust, and those are the only ones you trust. But that can be a fun game. Osiris New Dawn, absolute beautiful game. I can't wait for them to come out with more with it, but it's space. Miscreated. Machine World, if any of you guys are into construction, like real construction, this uses every key on the keyboard. Let's see if you can. This is very early access. Every single button is used, everything like in the real thing. And you got excavating, you can build a full-blown house and all that. And you got water flowage, where water will flow where you break it loose. And you even got vehicles like you see there on the front there. That's just listening to music. You even got that vehicle right there on the front, like a Gator or a Razor. You might hear my daughter in the background. She's just a happy little girl, so she's talking. But see, you can build a house with bit by bit. Build absolutely anything. So that's just one of the, I mean, lordy. It's in my uninstalled section because I'm not going to have all of these installed, but I do. There's my Grand Theft Auto 5 on PC, and I'd like to reinstall it just so I could play the role-playing that people play in, because you can really mod this game to where it's a totally different game. It's not even the same game. So I would like to try it again. Let's see. Wow, The Forest. The Forest is a fantastic game with a story. I just heard my wife say something because she loved watching it. And see, I got a lot of friends that play it too. Yeah, because you got to try to figure things out and find your son. And I got 176 hours in it. I got Dying Light. It's absolutely gorgeous on the PC. So, oh, Bricks and Rigs. Simple game, but you can build your own Lego truck, literally, to however you want to build it. And it has actual, you know, off-road capabilities. You can put winches on stuff, build a train, build rockets, and you can completely demolish it then afterwards. And you think, why would you do all that building just for all that right there to happen? But you can actually get it back. I mean, it's not going to all just disappear. But oh, I clicked full screen while streaming at 1440p while my TV's doing 3840p. That was a bad idea. But anyways, you get my idea. Bricks and Rigs, another great one, because you got missions to do in it. You build a tank, logging in it, all the way to desert. Got a boiler in the back. It looks like a kid game, but it can be done. Adults can build some really insane stuff. And City Skylines is a great one for people that want to play build a city. Not just a city, you could build a full-blown everything. I mean, it's insane. I'd like to reinstall this game too and do a little series on it. Because you got full terrain control. You can even accidentally have the dam blow out, and if you built a dam, it could accidentally blow out and take out half your city and everything. A lot of deconstruction, so you can zoom out that far. Every light counts for a car. I mean, they went really all out with it. And so, like, there's a picture like of river that goes through. The water effects are awesome, and it can get really thick, or you can build just a you don't have to go really thick with it, with like a cityscape. You can do whatever you want. And it's $29.99, not bad at all. Not for what it has and what it has to offer. But yeah, I got a lot of games that I can't wait to show you guys. There's my Conan Exiles. I might even go ahead and hit install on it. It says it'll take it 54 minutes to install, but it'll probably only take it about 6. But The Long Dark, I highly recommend it on PC. It doesn't take a powerful PC to play it. But I highly recommend it because it's got such a gratifying story to it. It's really good. And yeah, Richard, all the Lego games. Yeah, it's Bricks and Rigs. There's you one, Bricks and Rigs, because you can also do a first-person view mode, like in a first-person shooter with rocket launcher and machine gun and assault rifle. And well, Rusty Wicked hasn't got back with me in a while. We've been friends, gosh, since he was knee-high. And yeah, I messaged him earlier the other day, day before yesterday, and I said, I love you, brother. Just hang in there. And I was hoping to get a love you back or something, but I didn't get anything. And so I don't know. I'll keep checking in with him, but he's on PlayStation mostly right now. We used to play PC even, but he had to get rid of his PC. So he just went to PlayStation, and I was like, hey man, I'll stream on PlayStation. Let's do it. Let's play. And we started doing that, but then he just stopped. And so I even still have a link to his channel. But let me get off of this part of it so we can get back over to PlayStation while this is installing and downloading and everything. And but this is Steam. If you've never seen it before, it's an operating system within an operating system of Windows. And it's got tons and tons of games you can buy from small companies that a lot of them end up going big. So you'll see people will be talking about like 7 Days to Die when it came out on console. You'll hear kids and other people streaming it online, and it's like, wow, I was streaming that 3 years ago. And so they're just now getting it. So you're able to get early access to games that are that the developers want feedback from actual players instead of feedback from their own selves. So it's a great thing to try to use. And we'll do a little more spin tires. I'll definitely show you Conan Exiles. Definitely going to show you Islands right here. This game is fantastic. Still in the early stages of it too, but the developers just keep pumping out. And I'll start doing some recordings of Subsistence because it just does not like my streaming software. But I want to do a series of it. Rusty Shackelford loves Subsistence, so I want to do a series of it dedicated to you, Rusty. I got 132 hours in this game, and there's still so much stuff that you can now do in it that I don't even know about. And so yeah, it's okay. He'll come around eventually, I hope. I mean, you know, when you got a bro friend like that, a bromance like that for, gosh, well over, what do you think, 20 years, 25 years. And he used to live beside me. He used to live with me. And now I'm just not hearing from him at all, just through simply a message through PlayStation. And I'm just worried about him. But he is playing on PlayStation. It's just getting him to respond. So maybe you might see him play some GTA with us. But I am going to switch over to PlayStation. And then you'll see me over there. And I have Dead Rising and stuff over there on it as well. So I got some other games that even those people that don't like zombie games, you'll like Dead Rising. It's a different. Alright, so guys, I will see you very shortly. And yeah, I bet my mic is clipping. It's because of how I backed out of that game. But I will see you very shortly. So hang in there. Be right back.